I'm going to talk football. You may think I know nothing about this, but I actually do know a great deal about TV ratings.
Okay.
Football ratings sliding for the first week of the season, that is. Now, the NFL blames it on hurricanes in Florida and Harvey in Texas. I'm not buying that. Come on in, please. Super Bowl champ and author of Liberalism. It's a long title. The actual title is Liberalism. I can't read it, but it's a great title, ladies and gentlemen. I just love it. His name is Burgess Owens, and he joins us again. Are you buying that ratings are down because of the hurricanes rather than the taking the knee for the anthem and the flag?
Stuart, how you doing? Well, first of all, this is going to be a conversation we'll have throughout the year. In my mind, the least of my concerns is the NFL. It's going to take care of itself. We have a free market. Americans are going to either decide to buy into it or not. My concern is the message they're giving to black Americans across this country, those who are at risk, who want hope in this country, but because of their focus and what they allow to happen, anti-American sentiment, they're losing that hope. So that's really where the conversation should be. I could care less about NFL. The commissioner will one day be fired or resign, and they'll move on. Meanwhile, the impact on my community is what I'm looking for right now.
Burgess, I also want your take on this. The president has been tweeting about the ESPN situation. Here's what he said. ESPN is paying a really big price for its politics and bad programming. People are dumping it in record numbers. Apologize for untruth. I think this fits into your critique of black athletes leading some people down the wrong path. What do you say about ESPN?
Well, I think as we learn our history, the reason why I could care less about the KKK or the white supremacists is I know my history. My parents' generation, my grandparents' generation kicked the butt of these guys by succeeding. We led the country in the growth of the middle class after World War II, led the growth in men committed to marriage and higher education. We were doing what we need to do. My concern right now are those, the black elitists, the royalty black class, that live the life of America. They have the great homes, the great education, and yet they tell other black Americans they can't do it. This, to me, is where the problem is. I call them the parasites, because they suck the very heart and soul and hopes out of our black communities and leave nothing behind as they move on and live the American dream. So black America, conservative Americans will coming to the aid. We're going to be there to make sure that our kids, these young men who become successful, understand once they do how to give back and not take from our communities.
What's the reaction to you as a black man saying this kind of thing? Because all I hear is liberals amongst the black community making their point. How do they react to you when you make your point?
What I love, Stuart, is that I'm finding out that there are many black Americans who feel exactly the same way I do. I can care less about those who don't really care, those who are not educating themselves. There's a small minority of black Americans, 30% of us, who believe in the American dream, believe in our country. We need just a few of us to pull back those who are concerned about our community from the Democratic Party, and we will win. So I'm excited about where we are right now. We're having the kind of conversation we should be having. At the end of the day, we have a royalty black class that is truly our enemy, and those are the ones that continue to divide and call other people with no shame racist while they vote for every anti-black policy down the pipe. Keep in mind, the misery is in black communities controlled by black Democrats. That's our problems. Not white Americans, but those who take the trust and betray us.
Would you tell us again the title of your book? Because I like it. Go.
Liberalism, or how to turn good men into whiners, weenies, and wimps. And my last generation, my dad's generation, they were not whiners, weenies, and wimps. They were winners. And that's what we need to be again.
You're a good man, Mr. Owens. You really are. Come again soon, okay? Good to see you, sir.
Thank you.